Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Leo.
And I am your returning and defending predictions champion.
Indeed you are, sir. Indeed you are. And today,
Cole 2K.
we are talking about AEW Dynasty 2026. But before we get to that, if you've never seen the show before every WWE and NXT PLE, AEW pay-per-view, and sometimes TNA pay-per-view, we talk about the build-up to the shows and lock in our predictions. And on subsequent shows like this one, we break down the results, see how we fared in our predictions, and rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment review scale of 1 to 10. And as I mentioned, today we are discussing AEW Dynasty, which I don't have a a graphic for, apparently.
Wow, you came ill-prepared for that one.
Apparently, yeah. I thought I had it there, but apparently it's gone missing. It's gone missing, so we're gonna keep the Titantron up. So top-level thoughts. What did you think of Dynasty in Vancouver, BC?
Did you hear that? I think I just heard a pin drop.
That bad, eh?
That freaking crowd. Holy smokes. I don't know what the deal was.
Vancouver's not
it
really meant, like, they're not really known for being a hot crowd.
I don't know if it was bad mics, not picking up sound.
It could be. Their audio setup in general sucks. Like, when you watch like a WWE program and the music hits, the music is very clear, right? When you watch an AEW show and the music hits, it sounds like they're playing the music through the arena through a microphone in the arena. It's not playing directly over the broadcast like it does on WWE. So it's really hard to hear. So like I feel like all of their audio comes from a microphone sitting in the arena, and it's just not conducive to a good audio presentation. It's very strange.
And we sat here last month complimenting them about their video production and their audio, especially their audio with like the ringside camera picking up all the thuds of bodies hitting the mat, and
not good this time.
But this time, holy smokes,
night and day.
You could hear a pin drop during most of these matches.
Yeah, they were really hot for the first match and a little bit of the second match, and then it kind of ebbed and flowed from there. Those last two matches, they were very quiet.
Quiet. I mean, they made, I mean, you'll see it in my ratings, but they made really good to great matches less quality just because they weren't loud for them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's also their fault.
My biggest,
that's their fault for having a pay-per-view so close to the last one and not having enough build time for people to care. There's if there's anything we've determined from WrestleMania's build, it's that there is such thing as too much build, and there's definitely such thing as not enough build. And finding that sweet spot is very important for pay-per-view buys. And
we'll talk about that later this week for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, let's get to the rigmarole here. Let's get to talking about the pre-show, which started off with Alex Windsor against Marina Shafir, which I thought was a TBS championship match, but I guess TBS champion is Willow. So this was just
the TBS champion
match.
Is Willow.
So what's the belt she's holding?
Rev Pro. She's a Rev Pro champion.
So like, don't. This is my problem with AEW. If she's not an AEW champion, don't include a championship in her picture. I hate that shit. It confuses the balls off me.
Yeah.
I think Takeshita is a New Japan Pro Wrestling champion. I wonder if he has a belt in his picture.
He was. He's not anymore.
Oh, he's not anymore. Okay. I think he's the television champion. I think they announced him as that during his match.
No, I don't know.
Guess we'll
I know
find out.
he was the New Japan Grand Champion or World Champion or whatever, but he lost it to someone else.
Yeah, I do recall that. But yeah, Alex Windsor, Marina Shafir. I did not see this. Did you?
I was in and out watching it. Not much.
Yeah, I don't have really anything
what I
to
saw.
say.
I didn't think much of it.
Oh, let me pull up the Bleacher Report, see what they said. So I guess Windsor won.
Yes, Alex Windsor won.
They gave it a B, which on our scale is a 7. Yes, a 7.
6, 7,
6, 7, 7. Notable moments and observations. Windsor is the current New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Champion.
I'm sorry, New Japan.
There you go. But her title was not on the line in this match. Shafir did a takedown that was almost too fast. Windsor didn't quite go over her hip, but she sold it well. That's all really the notes from that match. So I don't really have anything to say.
I mean, Windsor's good. Right now she's in a tag team with Jamie Hayter. So this somewhat of a story makes sense. You got Alex Windsor, who is Will Ospreay's fiance, against Marina Shafir, who of course is with Moxley and the Death Riders, who had a match later on. So in that sense, this match made sense. So
yeah,
they fought, and Windsor won.
Good for Windsor. Next up was an impromptu match that didn't happen, which is a funny thing to say. I guess before the pre-show, Camille made a return by attacking.
Willow Nightingale was doing a backstage promo talking about how she was going to do an open challenge, blah, blah, blah. And she gets attacked from behind. Camera gets knocked down. She finishes the beatdown, and the camera pans up, and it's Camille. Remember Camille?
Nope. I think she was with Kiana.
No?
Or something like that. Not Kiana.
Camille? No, she was with Mercedes.
Right.
Yeah.
Kiana's on WWE. wrong.
She was with Mercedes. And all she said was, "I'm back," and it walked away. So then
it wasn't even on the pre-show that she came back. It was a earlier. Twitter. Yeah, it was a Twitter post interview. It's like, that's how you make Camille return? Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you not say that for the show?
It said they were going to have a so it was made, that was Camille answering the open challenge. Well, when it came time for it, Willow was not medically cleared
because of the attack.
So, yeah, because of the attack. So Camille had, instead of Willow, I don't know if you have a graphic for it.
No, I don't. They never even made one. It was just an impromptu thing. Yeah, she ended up facing
your cue to pull up the graphic.
Yeah.
Big Ann.
Yeah, she ended up facing Big Ann.
Which I think was the name of a stripper I saw at a skeezy strip club back when I was in my 20s.
Big Ann.
Big Ann. And you know how when the wrestlers come out to the ring, they've got that lower third graphic where it says their name, and in AEW it says a stat about them.
Mm-hmm.
What it said for Camille for her entrance.
Oh no.
Her return after a 519-day hiatus.
519-day hiatus. Okay.
Yes, she was on a hiatus.
What the hell does that even mean? Was she injured? Do we know?
No, she was never injured.
She just took a couple years off, basically.
Creative had nothing for 519 days.
That's so insane. Oh my god.
You got someone that looks like Camille. I just sent away. Now, she did film the movie. She did film that Queen of the Ring movie.
Oh, I still have to see that.
That was released. Yeah, I haven't seen it either. And she was in, she filmed American Gladiators. She was one of the gladiators.
Oh, interesting. Didn't even know they were bringing that
back. Which coincidentally is released this week on Prime Video.
Oh, I'll have to check it out.
Yes. So, that comes back April 17th this week.
Interesting. I used to watch it when I was a kid.
Me too. Mute the phone. Methinks that's why they brought her back this week.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, advertising.
But ironically enough, commentary did not mention it at all.
Okay, maybe they're just stupid.
During her short match.
Yeah, maybe they're just stupid. It sounds like they're just stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So anyway,
Camille beat Big Ann in like a minute. It was just a squash match.
A minute and 25 seconds.
Yeah. So I guess it's going to be Camille and Willow in a feud for the TBS Championship moving forward. Cool.
Moving forward, you mean that match that was made for Wednesday this week?
Oh, they're just doing it right away. Okay, that sounds
doing
like
it right away.
Sounds like AEW to me.
Well, yeah. Just wait. Dynamite this week is a 2-part. It's Dynamite and Collision back to back.
Spring Breakthrough.
Thursday. Spring Breakthrough or Spring Breakout or
Wasn't Spring Break like a month ago?
Last week for my daughter.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's that.
But yeah, that's that.
That's that. Next up was Jack Perry defending his national championship against Mark Davis. I did not see this one either. Did you?
No.
Let's see.
I heard more than I watched.
Yeah, let's see what Bleacher Report said. B+. Jack Perry defeated Davis. Notable moments and observations. Perry decided to do a couple of push-ups before the bell. I'm not sure why that's a notable moment. Mark Davis is an underrated wrestler. He does so many things really well. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
And Jack Perry's sliced bread in the corner looked great. And that's all I got. So there's that.
Yeah, this one was made, I guess, after Friday.
Yeah.
After Saturday, Collision.
Yeah, we didn't talk about this match on the predictions episode. And the next one we didn't talk about either because it wasn't announced either, and that's the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. Divine Dominion defending against Maya. What are their names?
Maya World and Hyon.
Maya World and Hyon. I've never even heard of either of them. I saw the I saw the tail end of this match. Seemed to be fine. Bleacher Report gave it a B-.
Oh, that was my food prep and nightly shower time during this match.
Fair.
So worse than the bathroom break. That was my shower match.
Break.
Yes.
Notable moments and observations. Bane and Cross had incredible gear. I don't recall specifically. Maya did a lot of good stuff in this match, but the one thing that almost went bad for her was a head scissor takedown on Cross. Yeah, I didn't. Must not have seen that. But that was the pre-show. So I guess let's get right into the main card, which I did not come even remotely close to predicting the order. I was way off. Not even remotely close. I haven't been this far off in a long time. Usually I'm within a couple of matches, but this was way completely different than what I expected. Things started off with the Young Bucks taking on, let's see if I can do this, Konosuke Takeshita and Kazuchika Okada.
Yep.
I gotta take my time.
Had I sat and thought about match order, I might have thought about this one being first because last month at Revolution, the Bucks came out first and the crowd was hot for them.
And they're faces right now, so I guess it makes sense. So.
Yes.
All right, let's do a rating here. I rated the matches last night on paper, and so that I could sleep on it.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with what I gave it last night on this one. I have a feeling, based on some of your comments during the show last night in our Discord community server, which, by the way, Co-op Club Discord community server, links in the description. Come join us. Come chat about wrestling, gaming, and more. It doesn't seem like you enjoyed the show all that much. So I have a feeling this might be one of those rare instances where I rate a show higher than you.
You might think.
Yeah. We'll have to see.
However,
some
of my ratings might have changed during the night.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
All right. Well, you are the defending champion,
Oh, that's right. I am defending champion.
so
Oh,
you
wow.
go first. Sir, what was your rating
Well,
for this match?
this one might surprise you based on last night, but I'm giving it an 8.
So am I.
Excellent.
Excellent. What did Cage give it? Do you have Cage up?
I do have Cage. Cage match. Holy smoke.
Let me get-
9.16.
Shocker. It only involves 4 of the most AEW people in the in the company.
This is the first that I've actually looked at the ratings. I pulled
Yeah.
up the page, but I hadn't even scanned them until now.
Yeah, I haven't looked at Bleacher Report either.
148 votes. So that's a good number of votes so far. That's insane.
Bleacher Report gave it an A, which is a 9 on our scale. Notable moments and observations. Okada is one of the best trolls in pro wrestling. Everything he has been doing lately has been hilarious. I don't know if it's going to mention it in here, but at one point in the match, he put on one of the Bucks gear
Jackets. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he snuck around to be in his corner, and then when he got when the Buck turned around to tag his partner in, it was Okada there in Buck outfit giving him the finger. I laughed. That was so good. That's WWE style funny storytelling there. I like that. That was really funny. Takeshita was born to be a babyface, and the crowd is going to get behind him so much when he eventually turns and leaves the Callis family.
Yes, they will.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Which doesn't seem like it's going to be too long.
No, I think we're right around the corner. The way both Bucks used each other to hit a code red on Takeshita was awesome. Yeah, that was sick. That was real cool. Nick faking out Okada to force him into missing a dropkick was hilarious, but not as funny as Okada and Takeshita slapping each other while both were locked in sharpshooters. Yeah, that was pretty funny. God, don't tap. That was funny. That was like an FTR spot.
Yeah,
but because it wasn't
that later.
Because it wasn't FTR, it was good.
Yeah.
And then they also have a final note here. The sunset flip followed by a double German suplex was a very unique spot and looked great. So the Young Bucks took the win on this one, defeating Okada and Takeshita. After Takeshita basically had enough of Okada's bullshit. And instead of saving him from a double beatdown, he walked away and let it happen. Basically,
yeah, they were. One of the Bucks was on the outside. They were setting up for
the bio driver spot,
Meltzer driver. Yeah. And Takeshita had his leg, so he couldn't jump. He looked down at him, and then Takeshita just let go of the leg and let him do it.
He's like, "Yeah, it's fine."
Yep. So obviously, that's why I think we're getting Takeshita leaving the Don Fallis family.
Don Fallis. Yeah, I don't think there was much about this match that was bad. The ending was a little anticlimactic. It was kind of like if Takeshita was gonna do this, he could have done it at several points in the match. Why did he wait this long? Kind of a conundrum. But I thought it was great. I don't know what I would have done to improve the match. I'm trying to think of what would have made it a 9.
They something I did comment on. They didn't go. It wasn't a very. They didn't really start, or AEW didn't really start AEWing this match until late in the match.
Yeah, there wasn't like
that's one of the reasons I liked it so much.
Yeah, they still did it, but it was much too.
They still did it, but it was
lesser degree
towards the end.
Yeah. It wasn't like 17 false finishes. It was just well played out and well balanced.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out why I can't go up to 9. Maybe it's because it wasn't a title match. Maybe it's because it wasn't anything on the line. Maybe it's because of the ending. I'm not sure what it is, but it's as high as I can go. Is an 8, but it was great. It was a great match.
Yep, definitely better than what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I would say it might be the best match of the night. I'm still trying to.
It's a contender.
Yeah, it's a contender. I'm still there's one other match that I thought was really great too, that has its own problems. But yeah, and your winner, the Young Bucks.
Definitely better than we both thought it was going to be on our expectations.
Yeah, what was the expectations? Yeah.
Mine was a 7 and yours was a 5.
Oh, baby. Yeah, no, they did real well. I do think that this placement on the card helped them quite a bit too. So if this was in the middle of the card, I feel like it wouldn't have as much impact. So it had good placement.
They got it while the crowd was still somewhat hot.
Yeah. All right, cool. How do we fare?
So predictions. We both thought the Bucks were going to win. I'm not sure how you thought the win was going to come about, but it kind of came about how I thought it would. One was, either Takeshita or Okada was going to cost them the match, and of course it was Takeshita this time. But like I said, we both thought the Bucks for 5.
A little wash there. 5. Cool. I do not recall the bonus on this one.
Bonus was who starts for each team.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, the match started, and it was Takeshita for that team, and then it was one of the Bucks. Since I still don't know which Buck is which, I had to wait until they said the name, and they actually didn't say the name until after there was a tag. But it was Takeshita and Nick Jackson that started the match.
Oh,
I got both of them, and you got none of them.
God damn it. Wow. Damn it.
Lucky guess.
That's huge. That's a huge pointer for you. Damn.
It always comes down to the bonus questions.
Yeah. I have no confidence that I'm winning today. I have no confidence. I was watching this show going, oh, I'm so screwed.
Yeah, a couple times I did that.
Yep. All right. Let's move on to the next match, which was Jericho, not Chris Jericho, just Jericho versus Ricochet.
Just Jericho.
Just Jericho. All right. Rating.
I'm stuck between 2.
I'm going with what I wrote yesterday as well. I think I'm probably going with all of mine from yesterday. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. My opinions have not changed overnight, I don't think.
All right.
My turn. All right. Going with a 6.
Oh. I'll go with another 8.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. What'd Cage give it?
Cage match. 124 votes, 6.75.
So they're closer to me. Kind of. A little bit. And Bleacher did not like it. They gave it a C+. Wow. Which is it's a 6. So you seem to be in the minority, my friend. You are not normally higher than everyone else. That's interesting.
Did you go 5 or 6?
I went 6.
6, okay.
Notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report. The small patch of hair on Jericho's chest was an interesting choice. I thought that was weird too. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Sure. He's always been like a fashion weirdo though. He changes his look every fucking time you look at him. So I'm not too surprised.
He's always trying to change things up.
The Canadian crowd gave Jericho a very warm reception. There wasn't any boos for him.
Ish.
Yeah, I mean they weren't going crazy for him, but they weren't booing him, which is I think
The singing of the Judas was not quite as loud as
no
they used to be.
no. There was a moment when Jericho was clearly signaling for Leona to come grab his arm and yank on it. It was awkward and is the kind of thing you hope is never caught on camera. I don't know what they're referring to there. But
When I don't know if it was Jericho had Ricochet in a hold or Ricochet had Jericho in a hold, and trying to force a break.
He was trying to tell her to come break
her.
him. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm going to drop mine to a 7.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad match. I thought it started off well, and then the first half of the match was good, and then it kind of sunk. I can't really put a pin in it as to why. But the longer the match went on, I was like, I feel like maybe that it got too much time, maybe. I'm trying to articulate my thoughts on this match. I liked Jericho's return. I liked the interplay that Jericho and Ricochet had. They listened to the crowd and responded to the crowd, which is good. But something was just off in that second half. And then with the surprise win of Ricochet beating Jericho, which I don't necessarily agree or disagree with. I'm kind of neutral on who should have won this match. Jericho's returning, so it makes sense for him to win, but he's the veteran who should be putting over younger talent, so he should probably put over Ricochet. So I was kind of like indifferent to who won, so I'm not really bothered by that. I think the crowd was bothered by it, though. I think the crowd was like, huh. You make Jericho come back.
Definitely seemed puzzled by it.
Yeah, you make Jericho come back in his home country, kind of, and lose to Ricochet. I mean, it's designed to get heat on Ricochet, but I don't think it worked out that way with that crowd. We'll have to see, obviously, what happens on Dynamite, how the response ends up. But what did Bleacher say here? This match definitely wasn't perfect, but nobody expected this to steal the show. Jericho has been off the road for a year, so he might need a little time to get back into the swing of things. They did a good job entertaining the crowd, but a couple of bad moments stood out. Compared to all the matches that came before it, this felt like it slowed the show down a bit, but it still wasn't bad. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, I wasn't that big on the first couple minutes of it, where it was just Jericho pandering to the fans, almost like he was trying to stall the opening of the match.
I took it as I think they're trying to walk this fine line of doing everything they can to get the crowd on Jericho's side again, because before he left, people were chanting, please retire at him, like they were done with him, right?
Right.
And so I think they were, I think he was trying to walk that line of, okay, they seem to be on board with me. Let me keep this up. Let me see how much I can get out of this before we move forward with the match. Like that's kind of the way it felt for me. Pandering might be a good word to use, but I think it was testing the waters a little bit.
And I know we kind of touched on it last week. If it was wrestled at Ricochet's pace, Jericho wouldn't be able to keep up with them.
No.
They did a really good job of slowing it down,
mm-hmm.
But still making it a good match. And dude's 55 years old. Jericho had the best match that I've seen of his in
a while.
A few years.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
He was doing things that I don't remember seeing him do, like the top rope moonsault. The 10 punches in the corner up on the top rope, and then doing a moonsault. Not a moonsault, a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, it's crazy to believe that he's still going, and he still is crisp looking too. You know, he's slower. He's definitely slower. But he's still crisp.
Having a match in just over a year.
Yeah, he looks in better shape than he did before he left too.
Yeah.
So, he put in the work coming back. So that's good on him.
And he hit that tanner. He hit that spray tan hard.
Yeah, he did. I don't know what is with dudes in wrestling that think spray tan is a good idea. Like if I had the choice between spray tan and no tan, I'd just go with no tan, bro. Like, and someone had a really bad spray tan later on in the evening that we'll get to, where I was just like, okay, dude, stop.
Now he's certainly not fat,
Jericho,
but tanned fat looks like muscle.
Tanned fat looks like, yeah, man, that's true. Yeah, that's true. All right.
So yeah, I thought it was a really good match. Ending. I mean, puzzled by the ending.
Yeah,
I know we always say, well, we'll see what they do with it. We'll see what they do after the ending, and usually with AEW and their TV following
it's not
pay-per-views, it's just not a good thing, or there's not much follow-up to it.
It definitely feels like Ricochet winning this puts him in contention for a mid-card championship to me. So we'll see if he goes after one of the 3 mid-card championships.
Right.
What is it? The Continental, International, and TNT. It's like, pick one. I think TNT makes sense given something that happens later in the night, but we'll see. Okay, predictions. How do we do?
Oh shit! I didn't have that ready.
And I never switched the graphic to the winner, so I gotta. We're both a little off. We're recording this much earlier than normal, so maybe we're just still waking up.
Yeah, from this match for this event.
Oh, yeah, it was late.
Actually, I think it just ended 30 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we both thought Jericho coming back in Canada, he's gonna win. Shows what we know.
I am.
That's why.
Whiffing. I am whiffing so badly right now. Nothing so far.
Bonus. Was it going to be a clean win or a dirty win?
I think it was clean. I think.
It was a clean win. Yeah.
Jesus.
TJ's on the board.
Oh, I'm on the board. Okay. All right. Didn't want to get skunked. All right.
We both lost 7 points on that one.
Oh, good Lord.
That was both of our 7-pointers.
Good Lord. All right.
Out of 8. Because when we recorded this, there were only 8 matches.
There were certainly some. Well, we'll get to it. All right, next match up was Andrade El Idolo versus Darby Allin. To our prediction, our rating. I'm still waking up.
I'm between 2 on this one again.
I'm still going with what I wrote down last night. I'm pretty comfortable with all my ratings from last night at this point. I think a few of them might surprise you, but I don't think this one will be. Shaman.
All right. Go with this, and then maybe I'll go up.
All right. You're up, sir.
When we talk about it. All right. This one I'm going with the 7.
I'm going with 6.
All right. 7-6.
6-7. Cage. Cage do.
Cage match. 127 votes. Ooh. 8.5.
Oh my god. What the hell's wrong with these people? All right. Well, Cage or Bleacher seems to have agreed. They give it an A-, which is a 8 on our scale. Notable moments and observations. Callis does not need to be on commentary for every match with one of his guys. Yes, he does. Apparently, he does. He seems to be there more often than not. I don't mind him. Again, I do think he's not. He's a great heat magnet, but he tends to not transfer it to the people that he's managing. So,
yeah, he gets the heat for himself.
Yeah. The paint design Darby Allin had for this match was really cool. Yes, it was. The way Andrade used the surfboard submission to propel Darby Allin into the mat was great. We need to hire some scientists to figure out how Darby Allin's body survives all the stuff he puts it through. Opponents must love being able to throw him into anything. It's true. Yeah, there was at one point at which he did like a belly. It was either a belly to belly or a monkey flip, some sort of thing into the turnbuckles, and he landed perfectly flush against all 3 turnbuckles upside down. It was crazy. The way Darby Allin reversed a move from the top rope to land in a crossface was both incredibly risky and impressive. That was fucking scary. He did a
that was the
crossface reversal.
Andrade had him up on his shoulders like a torture rack looking thing, and did a moonsault.
Yeah, and then it
almost looked like Andrade landed on his head.
Yeah. Darby countered in it. They say crossface in here, but that's not what the case is. It's crucifix pin. He got him into like a crucifix, and it looked scary as hell. At the end of the match, Andrade shook Darby Allin's hand, which was a nice way to end this, which was kind of confusing because I thought Andrade's a heel. I don't really know anymore.
Well, he's in the Don Callis family.
Yeah. So why did he do that? I don't know. Also, I'm really tired of his stripper gimmick and his boner that's always popping out when he strips. Dude, pick some better trousers. It's not working.
That's the gimmick, bro.
I know, it's just disturbing.
You gotta work the gimmick, brother.
But Darby Allin won clean with a very unique pin. It was like a figure 4 pin, kind of a thing.
Yeah. So apparently they said on commentary he was a wrestler in high school.
Darby?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
He's a weird dude.
So he can wrestle. He can grapple. He can like do the amateur style somewhat.
He just doesn't most of the time.
And he didn't do as much crazy shit in this match.
No, this was an atypical match to me.
And that's what made it good. And that's what made it. That's why I was in between a 7 and an 8.
Oh, wow.
Because when he's grounded and when he's not just doing just a crazy shit, he can wrestle. And he had a really good wrestling match with Andrade. I like Andrade. He can go. He's a really good wrestler, but I just not as interested in him. You know, I'm not so much invested in him.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because the ladies' man gimmick or what. Because he can't really talk too much for himself. He's just a really great wrestler.
Yeah, I agree. He's a really good wrestler. I'm just not interested in any of his characters he's ever had. And that's a shame.
Have someone better speak for him.
What's that? Have someone
better speak for him.
Yeah, agreed. He needs a valet. He needs a manager to speak for him. Yeah, I thought this match was about the same as the Jericho match. It was good. It puts Darby in a position to face the AEW champion, which is interesting. I don't see him winning, but it's cool that he's in the mix. You know?
Guess what?
What?
You know how I said Dynamite this Wednesday has Spring Breakthrough?
Let me guess. Darby Allin versus the champion. Wow. Wow. They're just blowing their load.
Also, guess what?
What?
It's in Everett, Washington.
Which
Dynamite is.
Was at Darby's hometown.
Yeah.
He's still not going to win. I don't see him winning.
I mean, what better way to try to get attention for AEW during Wrestlemania week than?
Yeah. Maybe he will win just because it's WrestleMania week and they want to combat some of the attention. Who knows?
He won this match and he is the new number one contender. And he's already getting his title match 3 days later on Dynamite.
Yep. AEW and
booking.
Yeah, tell me about it. But there's only Double or Nothing left, and then All In. They're WrestleMania, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. How do we do on? Actually, we did talk about expectations for the last 2 matches. What were expectations for the other matches?
Oh, expectation for Jericho.
Yeah.
Was me 6 and you 7.
So we reversed.
So we were swapped. And this match, I had 6, you had 5.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds about right.
Better.
Yeah, this was better for sure. All right, cool. Now predictions.
So for this one, I thought Darby was going to win. He was on a quest, and I was hoping that he would not have to go through the entire Don Callis family to get what he wanted, which was a title shot. And you thought Andrade was going to win.
I don't want to count my chickens ahead of time, but and still predictions champion. It's not going well. It's not going well. Wow.
Bonus question.
Yeah.
Over under 1.5. How many members of the Don Callis family were going to interfere?
Nobody did.
Nobody. This was a complete clean win.
Yay!
I got it wrong and you got it right.
I'm getting my my participation points.
Remember, it all comes down to the bonus questions, and you've got more bonus than me, so you're going to win.
I don't think it all comes down to the bonus questions if you lose all the other ones. Yeah, it's not going well for me. All right. The next match was the AEW World Tag Team Championship. FTR defending against Cage and Cope with with Cope's scary face, scary AI face. Let's do our rating. This is the one that might surprise you for me. We'll see.
I don't think it will.
Okay. Oh, I have to go first. Is it?
Yeah.
All right. 5.
I was about to say, unless yours is lower than mine.
Wow.
I also went with 5. Yeah.
Wow. The shocker of the century. What Cage think? Let me guess.
Cage match.
I'm going to guess an 8.
105 votes, 7.73.
Pretty close. All right, let's see what Bleacher gave it. A B+, which on our scale is an 8. Jesus. Notable moments and observations. The crowd singing Copeland's music for a while after it stopped playing was cool. Yeah, it was cool. I've heard them much louder at previous events, though.
Yeah. It lost a lot of steam once the music turned off.
Yeah, they almost didn't get to the yell at the end. It was like half the crowd was waiting to get to the end. It's weird.
Yeah.
The crowd was singing something during the match for a few moments, but it was hard to tell what it was. They were singing the national anthem at one point.
Yeah, they said on commentary. I didn't recognize what it was, but the commentary did say they were singing their own version of the Canadian national anthem.
Yeah. Cage is so good at his job. He is in a babyface role, but still acts exactly the same as he did when he was a heel. The low blow spot with Wheeler was a good example of him cheating and getting a big pop for it. Oof. Okay. Man, where do we start? This match was not good. Not good. And it's a shame. What was our expectations for it? Because I can't imagine they were low.
Sevens.
Yeah. This fell
only sevens.
This fell short, though. Definitely fell short. It was slow. The crowd didn't seem into it. Nope. The ending was shocking in a not a good way. I don't know what happened. It just felt like. So one thing I didn't comment on when we did the prediction show was the fact that this is one of the weirdest AEW cards in terms of stipulations, because there weren't any. That very rarely happens on an AEW card. Normally there's like at least 3 stipulation matches, but in this case there was none. Unless you count the Battle Royal or the whatever you call it, the casino match, which we'll get to.
I'll save my comments for that one. Holy cow.
Yeah. I think if any of the matches on the card needed a stipulation, it was this one. This should have been a street fight. I don't understand why this was just a straight tag match. I mean, it's for the titles, I guess, but like, and here's where it really sunk for me is the ending. FTR won clean, and there was no hint or like there was no thread left unpulled. So it felt like this was it for this feud. And it can't be. Like there's just no way.
No.
But they didn't leave any threads left unpulled. So it's like Cage and Cope don't deserve another championship match yet. So maybe that was the point. Like maybe they're going to have to work their way back up and then at All In get their comeuppance and get the titles. Because they're going to, you have to assume they're going to eventually. So it's like, if you're not going to do it in Canada, All In seems to be the only other place to do it. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
There was just nothing left.
You know what?
After this match.
I dropped mine to a 4.
Damn.
Yeah.
It still had its moments. It just fell short.
I don't remember any of them. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember the belt shot to the face that instantly bloodied Cope.
Yeah, that was an accident. That wasn't good.
Unless he bladed himself before.
No, because they showed a replay of him getting hit and then it gushing.
Yeah. And it was instant. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, the only thing I could think of was he magically, that he hiddenly, I don't think that's a word, but, unless he hiddenly did it.
Stealthily.
Yeah. Because I've seen sometimes where, you can tell someone did it real quick before they got hit.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like it was instant.
If he did, it was really well done, but yeah.
There's that. There's Christian rolling Stokely in.
Oh my God. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, that was so stupid.
Which Stokely had to do like an extra roll and a half to get to where the pin was to break it up.
And why wasn't it a DQ?
Yeah, and then Stokely got up. He pushed the ref.
Yeah.
The spot where Christian got pushed into the steel post and then thrown over the announcer's table or the timekeeper's table, whatever. And then he was out of the match for the rest of the match.
Yeah.
That never happens in AEW.
Yeah.
He's magically out for the rest of the match after getting pushed into the steel post.
Maybe he was
and
hurt.
then
Or maybe he was like,
maybe
I don't know.
and then thrown over the timekeeper's table. I don't know. So that just soured me on it. And like you said, that there's nothing left. There's no reason
To continue the feud.
to justify
Mhm.
them getting a title match or them
Yeah, it should have been a dirty
continuing
win.
with the feud.
Yeah. I don't get it. It's very confusing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I dropped mine to a 4.
Fair.
Just doesn't make sense.
I'll stick with a 5 because it was somewhat entertaining for me still. I mean, a 5 is on our scale average. So, I can't call this. I mean, maybe you're tempting me to put it to a below average score, but
That's not enough. Commentary didn't do a good enough job explaining why they were both out for 6 months.
Yeah.
They did. I don't think they mentioned pile driving Beth and sending both of them away for 6 months and why they were gone.
Can we talk about commentary in general? I've never noticed how bad Tony Schiavone is until now.
I have.
Oh my God! I see. I know people have said that he's bad, and I just never really noticed before. But tonight, oh my God, he's bad. There were so many times in this show where he did two things that he repeated over and over again, which just drove me up the freaking wall. Number one, whenever there was like a high spot or where the crowd would come alive and be like, "Oh," he would laugh. He laughs. He goes like, "I can't believe these guys," and I'm just like, that's not the reaction that you give as a commentator when you're supposed to be shocked by how crazy that move was. Like you're laughing makes it less impressive of a moment.
Yeah.
He did that so many times. And then the other thing that he kept doing was, and I'm assuming this comes from his WCW days, but he oversells things where he's just like, "Oh my God, this match has been incredible. It's going to be a match we'll never forget." He says that like 80 times during the broadcast. And I'm like, yeah, it is going to be a show we forget. Stop lying. Stop overselling. It's so annoying. It's like, fuck, man. Especially in this match. You did it in this match several times. And I'm like, this match sucks, bro.
Yeah.
like stop overselling. You're making it worse. I don't know if he has someone in his ear, but like,
I don't know. Probably Tony Khan.
Yeah,
because that's something Tony Khan would do. Just the whole time for this first group of matches. Thank goodness Nigel is on commentary.
Yeah, I like Nigel. He's pretty good.
I don't like Excalibur.
He's okay for me. He's fine. He has his moments where he's bad, but he has his moments where he's good too. He's a decent He's a decent play-by-play guy. Nigel balances him out.
Excalibur tries to sound too smart.
Yeah, he does.
Nigel's good. He does good color, and he does the heel thing okay.
Mm-hmm. I like Nigel better than Wade.
Oh, we might have to fight on that one. No, I like Wade. Wade's probably close to my favorite.
I sense a ranked episode coming.
Ooh. Yeah.
But yeah, back on topic. Still AEW World Tag Team Champions FTR, and what they do next? No freaking idea. No freaking idea, man. No clue. Zero
Wednesday?
idea. Do they have anything announced for Wednesday?
There's nothing announced for Wednesday for FTR, no.
All right. How do we do on predictions?
Oh. Predictions, you say?
Don't even.
So
this might be my lowest scoring predictions ever. This is terrible. I'm doing real bad.
I don't think anybody saw
No.
FTR winning, including us.
Yeah.
We both hit 0.
Makes no sense to me.
And bonus question. How many pile drivers were there going to be?
I couldn't tell you how many there were.
There was 1.
Bless you for counting. Oh, 1? Okay.
They got 1. TJ did not get a bonus point this time, and neither did I, because you said 2 and I said 3. Swing and a miss.
Whiffing left, right, and center today, boys. Whiffing left, right, and center. All right. Next match was the Dynasty Casino Gauntlet to determine a new TNT champion. And let's do our rating. I might have to change this one.
This is the point where I stopped rating the matches last night.
Because you just couldn't be bothered anymore. Yeah, I might have to change it. I got mine.
Is it me? My go?
I have no idea. We'll go with you.
Are we? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is 5. This is me.
Yep.
I'm going with the big 3.
Whoa! Holy smoggles! That might be your lowest rating ever. I think it might be.
Possibly.
I'm not agreeing. I'm going with 6.
All right.
What Cage give it at 9.9?
7.42.
Okay. And Bleacher gave it a B, which is a 7 on our scale. All right. Bleacher Report. Notable moments and observations. Bryan Danielson joined commentary for this bout. Yes, he did. He's pretty okay on commentary.
Yeah, he gets overly excited too much.
Yeah, I definitely prefer Nigel.
Like he'll do a spot, he'll get super excited about a spot in just a mid-card match. The same way that he'll get excited for a spot in the main event match.
Yeah. It has or I'll do that after. Roosh is not a very tall guy, but he somehow projects being taller than he is. It's easy to forget until you see him next to someone tall. Yeah. He's almost like a Jack Perry.
Roosh?
Yeah. He's pretty small. He's barely taller than Ciampa.
I think Ciampa's maybe 5'10", 6 foot.
I mean, they're all taller than me, that's for sure. How tall are you?
What are you like? 5'9".
Okay. Yeah, I'm like 5'6". Maybe 5'5".
His build height, they say he's 6 foot.
Wow. Okay. What else we got here? One of the chops rush hit on Mike Bailey was so stiff that his chest turned red immediately upon impact. Yeah.
I hated
the chop fest.
I hated that spot. Yes. Between him and Bailey.
Why?
Because look at the size of Bailey. Dude's like 5'4" and 160 pounds. And you've got Roosh, who is known for being one of the hardest hitters. And Bailey's just standing there, no selling his chops.
Yeah, that would be like
fucking killed him. Tozawa
taking Gunther's chops.
And just no selling the chops. Yeah. Fucking completely killed it. That's one of the reasons. A 3.
Okay.
I'm talking you down.
I don't think you
I'm going to talk you down at least 1.
Okay.
I might talk myself down.
Oh no. Okay. Pac reverted to his old look of trunks instead of the full singlet he was using. Didn't notice that. The order, the order of entry was as follows: Ciampa.
Yep.
Number 2 was Roosh. Number 3 was Bandito. Number 4 was
He's
Mike.
good. I like him.
Yeah, Bandito's great. Mike 4. Number 4 was Mike Bailey. Number 5 was El Clone. Number 6 was Pac. Number 7 was Daniel Garcia. Ugh. Number 8 was Anthony Bowens. Number 9 was Kevin Knight. And the final entrant was number 10, Wheeler Yuta.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
So you got those 10 going for arguably, well, I don't know where they rate their mid-card titles. I would assume Continental is ranked number 1 because I mean that's the one that's on TV every week being defended or having the Eliminator challenges for every week.
I would have put Continental in the middle. International should be the highest one, and TNT should be the low one. That's how I have always viewed it, but who knows? The fact that they have 3 mid-card titles is annoying.
I mean, that's the people That's the people you have going for it.
There's 4? What's
you
the
got
one?
Continental.
Yeah, International. TNT. And
the National. The national title. The one that Jack Perry has.
The national.
Jack Perry's the national.
International.
Okada.
TNT. And
this match. And then Continental.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck are they doing? That's so stupid. God, that's stupid. I didn't even realize that. That's the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. They've got 4 mid-card titles.
That's so stupid. Wow, that's stupid.
Tag titles, trios titles, a world title.
I'd love to hear an AEW fan defend that. Explain to me why there needs to be 4 men's mid-card titles. Fucking stupid. So the Continental I understand because it has like a 20-minute time limit kind of thing, so it's got a little bit of a gimmick to it. TNT I understand because it matches up with the TBS championship. International, maybe is the pointless one because the national championship is basically the U.S. title, and the international is basically the intercontinental title. So I guess they need to get rid of international or national. They need to get rid of one of them. Seems like the international is the one to get rid of because. Who is the international champion?
Okada.
Oh, he's still. Fuck.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on before my brain explodes. So there's some things I like about this match, and there's some things that I hate about this match. I'm sure the things I hate about this match are probably the same things you hate about this match, and that's that. Where does everyone go? It seems like they're down for 10 years on the outside during this match, you know.
There were times that you saw them, just kneeling next to the ring, just watching, waiting for their time to come back in the ring.
Yeah, that's not good. It's not the way it should be. There should be spots where they get taken out on the outside so that they're down for a while, but there never seems to be. They just seem to get like knocked down in the ring and they roll out and they just sit there for a while until it's their time to come back in. So I didn't like that. I thought that was stupid. I felt like Daniel Garcia being in there was pointless. I don't understand why he got a spotlight at all in this match. There had to have been someone else to put in here that wasn't on the card.
Sure.
That wasn't him.
I can name several.
Name one. I just want to hear
Briscoe.
One. Yeah, Mark Briscoe. Sure. Anthony Bowens.
Nope.
I like him, but he didn't need to be in this match because they're not doing anything with the Acclaimed. So why was he in here? There's no reason for him to be in here.
Wheeler Yuta? Nope.
Wheeler Yuta also, pointless to be in here.
I mean,
I'm fine with the rest of them. I'm fine with Ciampa, Roosh, Bandito, Mike Bailey, El Clone, Pac. Yeah, that last 4. No, Kevin Knight was good.
I mean, Hurt Syndicate just came back as a team.
Yeah, why wasn't Shelton Benjamin in this match?
Shelton.
Yeah.
If you're going to have Death Riders, why have Wheeler Yuta not have Claudio?
You know one thing I noticed about all the people in this match?
More on that later. What's that?
They're all small.
Yeah.
So maybe the TNT Championship is their equivalent of like 205 Live. Maybe that's the way they're presenting this title now, is just the small guys. Because like if Shelton came in, he's huge compared to these guys. You would think that he would have no chance of losing. You know, maybe that
Hechicero.
Yeah, Hechicero would have been great in this match instead of Daniel Garcia. Like, why was there 3 members of the Death Riders in this match? That was dumb. At no point did they like come together and try to win together. So like, what was the point?
Yeah.
That being said, though, it was an entertaining match for me because I like these kind of unpredictable Royal Rumble style matches. There were some good spots. El Clone was my standout in this match. He did some crazy good stuff. He could be their new Penta. If they fucking pick one of their masked people to stand out from the rest, then El Clone could be that guy. But like El Clone, Commander, Hechicero are all fantastic. And I liked the fact that Kevin Knight won. I think it was surprising, kind of out of left field, but he deserves it. And it was unpredictable in a good way. So I'm okay with that.
That was pretty much the lone bright spot for me.
Mm-hmm.
Was that he won? Do you like that UFO splash he does?
Yeah. He's cool. I like him.
I like him a lot.
He does need something to make him stand out character-wise, though. He's still kind of just vanilla wrestler, you know. The Jet. Okay, well,
I have a theory.
Okay. Oh,
He is not going to be in the team with Speedball much longer.
Are you going to say Hurt Syndicate?
I am going to say
that would be sick. Yeah.
It would be. Yeah.
I'm down with that. 100%.
Me too. 100%.
That's great.
He's good. He can talk. And he would look good in that group with them.
Yeah.
I think he would get a lot of rub.
I hope you're right. Group. I hope you're right. That would be good. That would be a good thing for him.
So, well, I mean, I haven't seen them come back because I didn't watch Collision, but I wonder if Hurt Syndicate's coming back as baby faces or if they're coming back as heels.
I don't know.
So you know how you said there was 3 people from the Death Riders in the match?
Yeah.
There was one that wasn't. Claudio.
Yeah, he was just missing.
Guess what's happening this week on Dynamite and Collision? I don't know which night it's going to be on.
Could literally be anything. It could be Death Riders going for the Trios Championships.
No. Kevin Knight against Claudio for the title.
Random.
Because Claudio didn't get a chance to go in as the only member of the Death Riders to not go in.
As if the Death Riders have some sort of like pull. You had 3 guys in there, they couldn't win, so you got to give it to the 4th guy who didn't get in there? Fuck, stupid.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So the last one gets a match. So the reason I ask you, do we see the Hurt Syndicate coming back as heel or face? Maybe we start getting a
Ooh.
Hurt Syndicate versus
Death Riders.
Deal. I mean, the Death Riders need another reason to exist, right?
Yeah. And then Hurt Syndicate wants to face people that are believable that could beat them. Which I still don't think that the Death Riders are that, though.
No.
I don't think they thought very, very hard about their opponent potential when they made the move to AEW. Because they seem to be all excited about coming to AEW, and then they got here and they're like, no one should be able to beat us here. They're all fucking tiny people. Why are we here?
Yeah.
That seems to be like, maybe you guys should have thought about that a little bit harder before you came. Okay. All right, we've spent enough time on this one. What was our expectations?
Mine couldn't have been that much. Oh, mine was 6. Yours was 7.
Okay, so it met my expectations. 7 seems high, though. Yeah, lower mine to a 6.
That's it?
Yeah. I thought I gave it a 6. Oh, no, I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6.
You
7.
Give it a 6. Yeah,
yeah, 7 was what.
Was a 7.
Yes, 7's what I had written down from yesterday. So I did drop at one point.
Okay.
All
right. I'm glad I got this one wrong, because I like who won. We both got it wrong. We both thought Ciampa was going to win. Bonus question. First bonus question. Who was going to be the 4th entrant?
Was it El Clone?
I said Mark Briscoe.
It was Bailey.
I said Mark Briscoe. You said Orange Cassidy.
Who ended up being in his own match.
Who ended up being in a different match, yeah. So I got 0. You got 0. And the second bonus question on this one. Over under 8.5. Number of participants in the match. It didn't match the one at All In, but we both guessed the over. Oh yeah, my final thought on that. Do this stupid match only one time a year at All In.
Yeah.
Just because there's an opening for a title, you don't have to do that every time for it.
It seems to be their go-to solution.
Yeah.
All right, the next match was the AEW Women's World Championship. Tekla defending against Jamie Hayter. Let's do our rating.
Tekla Sim. Tekla.
Tekla.
Oh, God. I'm kind of stuck on this match too.
Yeah, I'm sticking with what I gave it last night. It's not necessarily their fault, but you know, it happens.
All right.
I think it's my go this time.
I think.
Yeah, it's my go. It's number 6.
All right. Yep.
All right. This one gets a 4.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that
7.
hurts. All right, what'd Cage give it?
Oh, yours hurts me. Cage match 7.56.
Yeesh. Okay. Let's see what Bleacher gave it. A B, which is a 7 on the scale. So I seem to be in the minority. Notable moments and observations from the Bleacher Report. The crowd was already chanting Hayter's name before the ref called for the bell. Yeah, they seem to be high on Hayter.
Yep.
The kick.
Crowds always loved. The fans have always loved Hayter.
Yep. The kick Tekla hit to knock Hayter out of the ring to the apron looked brutal. The camera was at the perfect angle to make it look good. The ref did a good job counting the pin when Hayter's shoulders were down, even though it didn't look like she and Tekla intended it to be a pin. Hayter kicked out right away when she heard his hand hit the mat. That's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. The ref should be counting legitimately when your shoulders are down. That just should be the way it is. It should be the wrestler's responsibility to understand where they are. I completely agree with that. And count it if they don't kick out. That should just be the way it is. Well, you liked it. You said it was good. I thought it was below average. What was our expectations?
7s.
Yeah. Okay. The crowd was
two things. There was 2 things that dropped it from an 8 to a 7.
Okay.
And you were just starting to say it.
The crowd was dead for this match. Absolutely dead.
Absolutely dead. I don't know if they were tired. I don't know if they were saving themselves for the main event. I don't know. But this was, of the main show matches, this one was the absolute most quietest one. And I don't know why.
Yeah. It hurt a lot. They hurt the match a lot.
I wanted to give it an 8 because it was that good to me.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I was bored, and it's not their fault, I don't think, because the moves that they were doing and the crispness that they had was really good. I think it may have been a combination of the audience was just getting tired after the fairly decent set of matches before it, in combination with this match just didn't have a good story. Just no one cares.
No story.
Yeah, it was just a match, and not only was it just a match, but it's a rematch because they fought at WrestleDream, so there was nothing really special about this going into this match, and there was really nothing special coming out of it either.
So there was a 6-person tag last week or 2 weeks ago between the Triangle of Madness and Jamie Hayter, Windsor, and somebody else. Jamie Hayter and that team won the match, but it wasn't even Jamie that got the win. But she's the one that got the title shot. I don't know.
AEW. And
she's in the tag team with Alex Windsor. So it kind of didn't make sense that she gets the title, that she's getting a title match, and made it a little predictable that she wasn't going to win. And there's just not really a story going into it.
Nope.
But I knew that it was going to be a really good match because both of them are really good and really strong, not strong, but snug.
Yeah, they're both strong style hitters for sure. Which I did enjoy.
And it was that kind of match.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I couldn't get into it because the crowd wasn't into it. And again, it's hard to fault them for that. But I guess I'm doing that because I couldn't get into it either. As much as it is, if in a vacuum, if I had to rate it in a vacuum, I'd probably rate it more closer to you, maybe a 6. But I just couldn't get into it. I was bored out of my mind. And that's not a reflection of how good either of these women are. Also, the women the ending was dirty, so this feud's not over. So,
and the other thing that dropped it down for me was they spent a lot of time going up the ramp, fighting, and then coming back down.
Yeah, they did.
There was no count.
There was a lot of out of the ring action in this match in general. They kept leaving the ring over and over again. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame because Tekla's amazing. Jamie Hayter's fantastic. And this didn't showcase anything good for them. They just didn't. But your winner and still champion, Tekla.
I don't want Mercedes to come back because she'll go for this title and Tekla's going to lose it.
Yeah, that's where it seems like it's going at All In, probably. Yeah. really have much else to say. It was a disappointment. I was sad that this didn't meet expectations. But it is what it is. It happens.
Yep.
This is what happens when you don't book shit well, I don't know.
Well, yeah, in some ways mine exceeded, but in some ways it under exceeded.
Yeah, under exceeded.
It's not the right word, but
didn't meet expectations.
Underperformed. Yeah.
Underperformed. Yeah. All right. How'd we do on predictions on this one? Let's see if I whiffed another one.
Well, you didn't whiff it. You did pick the correct winner.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, my God.
I went 8, but you went 3.
You are
apparently
obliterating me.
Apparently, you weren't that confident that Tekla would lose or that Tekla would win for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
When the story is actually going to be the Birds, I can't remember the name. The Birds, the Hayter and Windsor winning the tag titles at All In their home country. That's going to be the story. Yeah.
All right.
Bonus.
Oh, bonus
question.
Okay.
What was going to be the accent color of Tekla's gear? We figured that she'd be coming out in black, but she normally has some kind of accent, whether it's green or red or pink or yellow or something. If you don't count the boots that were white, she was all black.
Wow.
So I said 0, or I said 0.
You said 0.
I said green, you said red.
Yeah, either way,
and
nothing.
Neither one of us. Either way. She was solid black.
Wow. All right. On to the next match, which was the AEW Continental Championship, Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay. My marker disappeared.
Maybe it's with all your bonus points.
Maybe it's with all my points. Period.
Look, you just got Tekla right.
Yeah. Technically. All right, you're up, I think.
Tekla, Nickley.
I can't even say that. Tekla,
It is my
Nickley.
turn, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it is me. You might have to talk me down from a 6.
I gave it an 8.
Holy shit.
I would have given it a 9 had it not been for one thing, which we'll get to.
Only one?
One thing. Yeah. One thing.
See if you can talk me up.
All right.
Age match. 8.64 on 109 votes.
All right. So more on my side. Bleacher gave it a B+, which is an 8 as well. So it seems you're in the minority, sir.
All right. That's fine with me.
I went from being in the minority to you being in the minority. All right. Notable moments and observations from Bleacher Report. It's always slightly weird when Renee Paquette tries to stay neutral when her husband is in a match. Was she in an interview or something? I don't.
Did you not see?
What was she doing?
When Ospreay was coming down, she always does it, or she only does it, I guess, during Continental title eliminators or actual matches. She does when one of the competitors is coming to the ring, she does the little like sideline reporting from ringside.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I kind of tune out
every
between
time
matches, so
Moxley's in a match.
Weird. The second Hidden Blade looked like it rocked Moxley pretty good. It wasn't the second; it was the first Hidden Blade that looked like it knocked him pretty good.
Right after the bell.
Right after the bell, yeah, he hit him right in the chin, and he was bleeding after that. So I don't know why they said the second one. The wrestlers were not shy about swearing at each other on this show. No, they were not. There was F-bombs galore on this show.
The last match, as Tekla was backing up the ring, Hater was at the ring yelling at her.
Yeah.
Mother effer, something. I'm going to effing kill you, MFer. Yeah.
Yep. MJF was shooting off F shot. There were so many F shots on the show. It was weird. Very weird. But it's pay-per-view, so, you know.
And it's AEW. That's I mean, they're regularly saying shit.
Yeah, they don't care.
On weekly TV.
I'm going to read Bleacher Report's review here. They said, this match was all about the story. Mox and Ospreay were still putting on a good match, but they focused more on emotion, facial expressions, and telling a tale rather than just throwing as many big spots in as they could. As they built towards the big finale, Ospreay went for the Tiger Driver, but his injured neck and arm prevented him from hitting it. Moxley turned the tables and delivered a pile driver on top of the steel steps. The challenger gave it his all, but Moxley was simply too much for him to take on this soon after returning. Your winner and still Continental Champion, Moxley.
I love how they just glossed over that.
Which part?
The pile driver on the steel steps.
Yeah.
Then he came back in the ring.
Yeah.
Did 2 paradigm shifts.
And he kicked out.
And then went for the cover. And then he kicked out.
And that's why it doesn't get a 9. That's the point that I took off.
I figured that was it.
I even said it in the chat. I was like, oh, that kick out may have just ruined this match for me. And then I think he gave him another paradigm shift, and then he pinned him. And I was like, well, why didn't he
gave him the big... So there's 2 different moves. There's the paradigm shift where it's just the underhook or the double arm DDT.
Yeah, it's Future Shock DDT from Drew McIntyre.
But the Death Rider is where he picks him up and drives him down.
Okay.
You know, like how Jericho has the line tamer?
Yeah.
Where he puts the knee in the back? Yeah. It's
versus the Walls of Jericho.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like an enhanced version.
Yeah. So 2 paradigm shifts and a
Death Rider.
Pile driver on the steps couldn't finish him. But by God, that Death Rider.
Death Rider. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's what took the point off for me. I'm like, you had a near perfect match, and then you AEW'd it. Why? It wasn't necessary. It just wasn't necessary. My only thought about... I know why they did it. They did it because they needed him to still look strong. But he didn't need to look strong in this match because he came back with after a neck surgery. So it could have just been played off as, exactly what they're playing it off as is he came back too soon. And so he didn't need to kick out of it. He could have just been demolished with those 2 paradigm shifts and the steel steps pile driver. They didn't need anything more than that. So they AEW fucked it up in the end, which is why I gave it a point less. But I still thought the rest of the match was great. That third hidden blade by Ospreay when he was in the middle of falling. He was like falling backwards and then turned around and did like a fucking like whiplash hidden blade to Moxley, who was sitting. It was amazing. They didn't AEW it the rest of the match. There wasn't like a billion kickouts. There wasn't, the stupid shit that AEW does. It was just a really good, hard hitting, at times uncomfortable match because of how much they're playing up this neck thing. And I'm like, well, it is kind of legit. Like, he fucking had neck surgery, and it's like maybe they just play it up much better than in WWE does, But I really liked the match. I thought it was great. I was a little surprised that Moxley won, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
For me, the whole story was killed before the match even started.
Why is that?
Because the story was, did he come back too early? Is his neck okay? Can he still go? He's had 2 matches already. That killed it for me already.
Maybe it was less can he still go and more can he win the big one. But
know.
Yeah, I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was great. This was the one I was talking about that was in contention with the first match for match of the night for me.
Did you like the one where Moxley gave him a paradigm shift, but Ospreay bounced back up on one foot and gave him a hidden blade, and then they both went down?
That was the one I think I was talking about. Was that the one I was talking about? Where he went backwards as he was falling and did the hidden blade. I think that was the I think that was the one. I liked that because he hit it as he was going down. I thought that was okay. I didn't think that was too AEW. It was a little AEW, but it was cool.
Who takes a DDT, which is essentially what that is, and then bounces back up to their feet?
Will Ospreay.
So they could do a move like that. AEW.
Yeah, it is an AEW thing. I will agree.
It was AEW, and
I think it was just less impactful for me this time because it wasn't the whole show's not like that.
The match was I stand by my 6.
I stand by my 8. I'm a little surprised that we're on opposite ends on this one because I don't know. Maybe I should go back and watch the match and find out if I missed something. Yeah, I thought it was great.
It was long. Thankfully, they do have the 20-minute time limit.
Mm-hmm.
Even I actually like that for title matches or for pay-per-views on it.
For the Continental Championship.
For this title.
Yeah, I actually really like that idea. In fact, I kind of wish they had a clock. I wish the clock would just be shown for Continental matches.
Now, we did get the 10 minutes and the 15 minutes have gone by.
They did the verbal warnings. Yeah. I think the clock should just be shown. I think it's cool. It's just a cool idea, cool concept. Okay. What was our expectations?
8s.
Yeah. Tells you all you need to know. All right. Let's move on to predictions. How did we do? Well, I can tell you how I did.
This will tell you all you need to know.
I'm whiffing. This is easily the worst performance I think I've ever had on this show.
For me, I thought the Continental title wasn't where Ospreay needed to be, where he was going. But you thought he was going to win. So I had Moxley for 2, and you didn't have Moxley.
No, I did not. Bonus.
Oh, yeah, bonus. Who was going to be the first Death Rider to interfere in the match?
And nobody did.
This was Continental title rules, so no interference allowed. We both picked nobody?
Oh, we both got a point.
Oh, yeah. 0 people interfered.
Yes.
So we both got the point.
I see what happened there. Freudian slip.
Change it to the 1. Yeah.
All right. Next up was a match that we did not know about until after the prediction show. It's the Dogs defending the Trios Championships against the Conglomeration, which includes a mystery opponent. Let's do a rating. Okay, so here's my question before we do this. Yeah. Due to unforeseen circumstances in the match, are we considering this not an official rating, or are we giving this an official rating? Because this match significantly changed because of something that happened in the match, to the point of its detriment. So I don't know whether we should give it a... So there's 2 scenarios in my mind here. We just don't count it. It just doesn't get a rating because a major unforeseen circumstance occurred that really fucked it up, and it's not their fault. Shit happens. Or we give it a rating based on how they recovered. I don't know which direction to go. because I think the rating would be unfair to include in the overall for the show because it's because of obvious reasons, which we'll get into when we talk about it.
Well, I mean, yes, include it in the overall rating for the entire show.
Okay.
But also rate the match with the recovery.
Okay.
So basically, don't hold what happened against the entirety of the match.
Oof, that's tough. Don't hold it against it. Because I feel like I have to hold it against it because wrestlers should be able to audit on the fly and know how to do that. It's part of the art. You know what I'm saying? There should be some level of forgiveness, but not complete disregardation. What's the word there? Not complete disregard for the change.
Would yours vary too much?
Yeah.
Would your 2 ratings for the match? Would it? Okay.
Yeah.
See, well, mine wouldn't. I guess that's why it's easy for me to answer the way I did. I mean, mine might vary by 2 points.
Yeah. That would be about mine. Okay. I'm just gonna hold it against it. I have to. I can't see it. Like. Okay. I won't hold it against it. I'll take it as it is.
Like mine went in with a max of X.
Okay.
And it wasn't far off from that. So I'm not really holding it against it or not.
Shit. So I'm in a conundrum more than you. Okay. You know what? I'll split the difference. Fuck it. I'll split the difference. Okay. I split the difference. I'm not giving it what I would give it if I was holding it against them, and I'm not giving it what I would if I wasn't holding it against them. And I think it's your go. I think. I don't know anymore. Who knows? Nobody knows.
Yeah, this is 7.
So it's you. Yeah.
After all that rigmarole, I'm giving it a 6.
Okay. Well, I'm giving it a 2. I was between a 1 for holding it against it and a 3 for not holding it against it. So I went with a 2.
Okay.
Well, it was cage match. I'm curious. Very curious on this.
Cage match. 5.53.
Wow. Lowest match of the night for sure.
Yep. It was the lowest rated of the night.
Wait till you see what Bleacher gave it. Bleacher gave it a B. What the fuck? A 7?
Wow.
Okay. Notable moments and observations. Connors put his title on the couch and proceeded to hump it during his entrance. It was as weird as it sounds. Yep. Yeah, that was fucking weird. And then
it gets weirder.
Yeah, because then Gabe came out and pissed on the couch.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. But before all that happened, the conglomeration had a little episode of Everybody Loves Raymond on the stage.
You know what? Drop mine to a 5.
Okay, drop it to a 5. Orange Cassidy was laying on the couch having a conversation with Roderick Strong, and then someone knocked on a fake door that was put up. And the mystery opponent revealed himself as Kyle O'Reilly, the returning Kyle O'Reilly from Vancouver, BC, where the show takes place. Had no idea he was Canadian. Had no clue. So
I knew he was Canadian. I didn't realize he was from Vancouver.
Vancouver, yeah. And then the match happened, and it was not great. Eventually, what happened was Kyle O'Reilly had an armbar on Gabe Kidd, and he did a he. I'm not. I'd have to go watch what happened specifically, but obviously, either Gabe did not relax and let the hold be put in place safely, or Kyle was extra pumped and pulled too hard, and apparently dislocated Gabe Kidd's shoulder. He rolled out of the ring for doctors to take a look at him, who could not get it back in place, and Gabe was removed from the match. And there was a long 3 minutes of time where the ref and the two teams were clearly communicating, trying to figure out how to adjust things on the fly with the lack of a trio in a trios match. And then things got back on track after that. But that's about it. Just for me. I didn't feel like these guys had any chemistry. They didn't
seem to, no.
No. I didn't feel like there was this. You want to talk about F-bombs? Holy shit. Gabe Kidd and Connors were like F-bomb machines during this match.
Yes, they were.
And then we got surprise winners as the conglomeration took the win and became Trios champions, which I initially thought was a pivot because of Gabe Kidd's injury. But then immediately when they were announced as the winners, the Titantron had a big and new AEW World Trios Championship conglomeration banner on it. So I was like, so this was the plan. Okay. Unless they just have, for championship matches, a banner for each in case a pivot happens. That seems like a smart thing to do, which is probably why AEW doesn't do it. So I think this was the plan, which is baffling. So the Trios Championship is bouncing between teams like a hot potato.
So I thought about it because I was thinking the same thing last night, that they pivoted because, I mean, the Dogs just won the Trios titles the night before on Collision. Right? So they had them one day. Why would they take them off for after one day? Then I thought, well, the previous champions, Mystico and Speedball, or Jet Speed, right?
Yeah,
they won the titles. Didn't think they would. Coincidentally, the same night that Mystico was announced as being All Elite. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And which I don't think we've seen him since. So he signed to he signed to AEW now, and he's not been seen since.
That's so fucking hilarious.
So what happened this night? Kyle O'Reilly returns in his hometown. Then he wins the title. Well, they can't do that against a babyface team of Jet Speed and Mystico. So they got to put him on the heels. So they put him on the heels just to give Kyle O'Reilly a hometown
kind of win.
Yeah.
Wow. Good analysis, yeah. Sir. Good analysis. Yeah. Wow. I love the Saved by the Bell inspired conglomeration logo, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a bad match. It took these guys a super long time to adjust to the injury and the lack of Gabe Kidd. Apparently, and I don't know how true this is because it comes from Gabe Kidd himself, but he posted on social media this big rant about how the reason that he was on the outside of the ring for so long with the trainers was because he was trying to convince, I guess, management, aka Tony Khan, to let him have the mic so he could like rant, I guess, as he was leaving.
What?
Yeah, and they wouldn't let him. So he went on this again. I don't know how kayfabe this is. Gabe Kidd's kind of a psycho in general. So like I don't know if it's him being truthful or if he's just being a character. But apparently that's the case. Apparently he didn't want to leave ringside without having some sort of like he didn't want to just disappear from the match. He wanted to be able to do something, have some sort of impact, and they wouldn't let him. So yeah, it was kind of a clusterfuck.
It was.
So,
but I'll keep mine at a 5 because it had a good ending, and I guess the right one. For
I guess
something that I'll mention later on after the next match.
Okay. All right. What was our expectation? Oh, we didn't have expectations because we didn't do this one.
My expectation probably would have been a 6.
Yeah, mine would have been like a 5, probably. Yeah. We did do predictions, however. We just didn't do them on the show. So the predictions for the winner is 1 point, and then there was a bonus question. So let's find out how we did on those.
So the winners, we both picked the dogs because at first thought, why take them off a brand new trio that won the titles on the night before? Yeah, so we both got 0.
Your theory had not started yet.
However, and I guess we both didn't realize he was from Vancouver, or else maybe we would have thought,
yeah,
a different winner. But we both thought that Kyle O'Reilly was going to be the one that was going to be the partner.
They actually kind of spoiled it earlier in the night. I don't know if you were listening to Don Callis, but Don Callis mentioned Kyle O'Reilly at some point when he was out there on commentary, and he was like, "Yeah, where the hell's he at?" And it was like,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, good job, Callis. I wonder who's returning later tonight." Dumbass. All right, that leaves us with the main event, which was the Devil, MJF versus the God of Pro Wrestling, Kenny Omega. By the way, Justin Roberts, I think, did all of the announcing last night except for the first match. Was he late or something?
I don't know.
I was so confused. Oof. I think we're going to disagree on this one too, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
I think this one's me.
Yes.
All right. 5.
Good.
I thought we would disagree. What'd Cage think? Let me guess. 9.72.
8.43.
And Bleacher Report gave it a B+, which is a 8 on our scale. Bleacher Report notable moments and observations. It's hard to believe it's been 2.5 years since MJF and Kenny Omega's last encounter. No, that's not that hard to believe. Kenny Omega's kind of been out for a while.
Yep, he was out for a long time, and then
so was MJF. MJF wasn't around for a while too. Couple of times. MJF had a very ornate ring jacket with some horns and designs to lead into his devil nickname. He also had a little bit of an interesting entrance-ish that was not as great as I had hoped it was going to be. They started off with his orchestrated theme song with him on a throne raising out from the stage, from beneath the stage, wearing that garb and some devil horn crown. with
Yeah,
some.
they went all in on the him being the devil gimmick.
Yeah, yeah. And then there was, but the weird thing was there were some women bowing to him as he was coming up, and then they just like quickly left when his music started. His regular music started. It was weird.
You can always count. I mean, you can always appreciate a good dose of Satanism in your wrestling.
Yeah. He literally had the Satan symbol on his coat, the upside down cross.
The upside down cross and the 666 on his robe. Yeah,
can't deny that MJF's entertaining.
Sure.
He's
very entertaining. Whether it's good or bad entertainment, he's very entertaining.
Kenny Omega's entrance, I thought, could have used something extra. It was a little plain.
I was wondering if it was Roman Reigns coming out or Kenny Omega, because it seemed to last forever.
Yeah, it took a while. It took some time. MJF combines old school heel tactics with modern wrestling. He could have been successful in any era with this exact same gimmick. Yeah, I would agree. MJF was a little too gassed when he went for a destroyer and almost didn't get a full rotation. Yeah, Kenny Omega landed basically on like the back of his neck, kind of like his upper part of his back, and then kind of flipped into a counter. Can't get the words out. MJF sold a V-trigger like he was hit by a truck. It was great. Yeah, and then the crowd started chanting one more time, and then I saw MJF turn around and tell Omega to do it one more time, and then he did. It's like, good job, MJF. Just hide your communications a little bit better. That's all.
Couldn't tell if that was MJF or Cena.
Yeah, he's terrible at that. And then MJF hit a crossroads at one point in the match, which was interesting. Although Kenny Omega took it wrong, but it was fine. Yeah, so MJF was able to steal the win with his trademark Heat Seeker after he put Omega through a table with a tombstone pile driver after punching him in the gut with his dynamite diamond ring. The match was a little okay. It was very slow.
It was.
Maybe it's just me, and you fell asleep, I think, at some point during this match, if I'm not mistaken.
I did.
So
I did those up.
You might not be able to give me your perspective on this, but to me, it seemed like MJF was not very interested in this match. He normally talks a lot more.
He does.
And he didn't do any talking, really. He did a little bit, but...
I mean, I'm not going to say he phoned it in, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Almost phoned it in. Yeah.
His last match against Paige, he was just a lot more...
jazzed.
I don't know.
Invested.
Animated. He was a lot more animated. I just said animated twice. He was a lot more emoting during it, and not as much with this one.
And there was no oh shit moment from MJF. Not that I caught anyway. He normally has a moment in his pay-per-views where he takes a big move, and in the middle of taking it, he goes, "Oh shit!" But he didn't do that either. So I don't know. Maybe he was just in a bad mood that day. We all have that day.
I don't know. Yeah, we do have bad day.
Can't be perfect every day. But yeah, I just I was hoping that the end of the match would end up being something more interesting, or leave us with a new thread or something. But he beat him dirty, and that was it. That was all. Your winner, and still AEW champion, MJF.
So now he goes to Dynamite this Wednesday to defend it again 3 days later.
Yeah. Against Darby.
Against Darby Allin.
And then I have no idea what's in store for him at Double or Nothing, unless he gets a rematch. Maybe he cheats and Darby gets a rematch at Double or Nothing, and it's a coffin match. I can see that happening. And then MJF goes on to defend it against Ospreay at All In. Sure.
And lose it then.
and lose it then. Yeah. Sure.
Great.
Makes sense.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty weak main event. Again, I don't know whether if he was in a bad mood, phoning it in, or if they just don't have good chemistry. I don't know what it is. I'm not the biggest Kenny Omega fan in the world by any stretch of the imagination. I think he's a little overrated personally. But they didn't seem to have great chemistry to me. Something was off. Something was off.
Yeah. I thought the story they told in the match was good. It was, Kenny with the diverticulitis.
Yeah.
That, he was in a long match and it just wore down on him.
It was very similar to the Ospreay and Moxley match, where just a different focus on a different body part.
Yep. So that's why I got the 7 for me. And that at the end, that it was a shot with the ring to his stomach that ultimately caused him the match.
Yeah.
So that's why it got the 7 for me.
What was the expectations?
8 for me, 7 for you. It was long and slow.
Yeah. All right. What was our predictions?
So predictions, I had a little bit of a suspicion that Omega might win. I don't know if you were a little bit more confident that MJF would win, but we both ultimately did pick MJF. Me for 2, you for 3. And the bonus question, over under 29 minutes. 29 minutes, the magic number. Not really magic, but the number that I just came up with in my head.
I have no idea how long this match was. It felt long.
Oh, felt long to me too, and I dozed off in the middle of it. So, boy howdy. Let me make sure that is what you said. Oh, you really did say that. Okay. I went with the over. You went with the under because I guess it wasn't a gimmick match.
How long was it?
Whew. 38 minutes and 56 seconds.
Jesus. No wonder it felt long. Holy.
Because it was.
Christ almighty. Why? No reason for it to be that long. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, put me out of my misery, sir. Well, what was our average rating first before you put me out of my misery?
Oh, you gave that one a 5. I gave that one a 7.
I'm looking for my eraser, and it's
oof.
It's just not here.
Good.
There it is.
Lord TJ.
Is this my lowest rating of all time? My lowest average? That 4 and that 2 definitely brought it down.
All right. I will preface by saying, what did Bleacher Report give it overall?
A-, which is a 8.
All right. Cage match on 82 votes for the overall show. Gave it an 8.8.
What are these people smoking? Stop sniffing the AEW coffee. Good Lord.
Now, I would say that cage match is obviously AEW
biased
sided, but I mean, remember when we did Stand and Deliver a couple weeks ago? That one got like a 9.12 or something like that as of our review of it.
Really?
So
from you, maybe?
Yeah. No.
I thought mine was like a 6.8 or something like that, or 6.7.
Oh, no. Cage matches was.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so cage match gave it 8 points.
I see your point. So you're saying that they gave NXT a higher rating than Dynasty.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
But as far as ours, get back on. I was right. It's even 6, and you were at 5.55.
Yeah, that might be my lowest. I don't know. tough to remember. We should
I have to go back and see what WrestlePalooza was because I think
that might be the worst one. That one was bad. All right, now put me out of my misery, sir. Good Lord.
Let me grab my title because I think it might be going away.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's see. So between confidence points and bonus questions, there were a possible 50 points at stake.
Oh, what about shortest and longest match? Did we do those?
Oh shoot! No, we haven't yet. You got to get your points back. Shortest match. I'll put that down for now.
I shouldn't have said anything. We should have just went and killed me. Get it over with.
Got to get the show back up. Here we go. Shortest match of the night. We had. With a time of 16 minutes and 46 seconds, we had Darby Allin defeating Andrade El Idolo.
That's so funny that that's the shortest match. That would sometimes be the longest match on an NXT or WWE card.
Which was only beat at 16 minutes and 31 seconds. Tekla versus Jamie Hayter.
Yay! I got a point.
The one that I thought would be the shortest could have easily cut off maybe 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Of the pandering at the beginning was the Jericho Ricochet match. That one was 19 minutes and 12 seconds. Yeah. The longest match of the night. Boy, I don't know how we both could have gotten this one wrong.
Yeah, no.
Because we both thought it was going to be long, and it sure was. We both went with the main event.
Oh, yeah.
Which, like I said, was 38 minutes, 56 seconds. Second longest? Oh, actually, I got to correct some.
Uh-oh.
The shortest match of the night? I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
Coming in at 10 minutes was the trios match.
Oh, fuck me.
So take away your point. I'm sorry.
God damn it. You're just loving this.
I literally just saw that because it was right above
like death by a thousand cuts. That's what this is. All right, take me out. Take me out.
The second longest match of the night, 22 minutes and 36 seconds. The gauntlet match.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Their shows could be so much shorter. They could cut out an hour of content and it'd be fine.
They could cut out a match.
Yeah.
Or two. All right. So, as I was saying before, between confidence points for the winners and bonus questions, grand total of 50 points available. There was another bonus question, but we both picked the same thing. Would it end before or after 12:30? It ended before. Mysteriously, miraculously, it ended before 12:30.
And it was
as long as it was still less than 4 hours and 30 minutes. So, out of 50 points available, take away what we got wrong, and I'll keep talking while I write down the scores.
This is painful.
I'm ill prepared at this. I'm just delaying it, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm just dying. I'm just dead. I'm destroyed.
One last time I see it before it goes away. By grand total of 29 to 18. So this was not just bonus questions. Your winner and still predictions champion.
Wow. 11 pointers. Wow. I got more points than I thought I did, but
it sure sucks that you missed your 8, 7, and 6 pointer.
Yeah. That's hurting. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Cole is going into our new season of the show, Wrestlemania predictions, as champion, as defending champion, and we have some surprises in store for you. So make sure you check in with us. Did I?
Yes.
Did I? Did I what?
You did.
Did I do something? I did something. Okay.
You did. You did say the WrestleMania predictions.
I did. So if you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server where you can find myself, Cole2K, and so many others talking about gaming, wrestling, and more. And of course, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us $1 a month to help support the channel. We greatly appreciate the support. Oh, man. Cole. Champ.
Yes.
Take us out.
This outro definitely will not last as long as AEW Dynasty. It will be short and sweet. Check us out next week. See what's in store for the new season, where hopefully where Cole2K Mania will hopefully still run wild on our predictions. Predictions? Question mark? Keep the Renaissance alive.